Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm doing a tarot reading for you today. It's a weekly reading, tuning into the energies of the week, looking at past energies, present energies, messages from your higher self, challenges, what's challenging you right now, what's hidden, your opportunity, and the possible outcome. So, hope you're doing well. Hope this reading finds you happy and healthy and enjoying your journey to becoming more and more yourself. Remember, this is a general reading. I'm tuning into a collective energy. Whoever is tuning in, if you would like a reading where I tune into your energies, your specific questions, there's a link in the description box below. Be lovely to meet you in that one-on-one space. It's been so nice meeting so many of you in that one-on-one space. I feel very honored to be able to read your energies. For those not only doing these group readings, do I feel very honored to get to translate these energies for you and hope that you find value in them. But that one-on-one space is just very intimate, and so I'm grateful for anybody who feels drawn to that space. So, all right, let's get going, shall we? Aquarius, in the past, you were in that 10 of Wands. Oof. You were carrying in the past so much that was not yours. So much was put on you that you carried. It burdened you. It feels like projections. Feels like people projected a lot of their inequality, their lies onto you that they couldn't have about themselves. And they projected them onto you. This feels like this might have happened in your family of origin. This feels very painful. Feels like in the past you were just burdened by projections about these lies about who you are. It feels like you were very split growing up. I feel like I'm tuning into the truth of who I am, but no one's seeing that. All I can really see, because if I see and talk about this realness of who I really am, then it feels like, no, you're this projection. You're this. You're not that light. You're not the truth. You're the projection. So you were raised in a family, very unhealed family. Very toxic. Feels like you've been battling these projections. They're not even yours. They're how others perceive you. It creates a whole other dissociative kind of way of being that must have been so confusing and painful and exhausting. Trying to get, can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me? I can't even see me through the projections. Can anyone see me? I'm hearing, what is that? Pink Floyd? Is there anybody out there? Good. Tell me if you see, something like that. Okay, I'm hearing the rest of the song. Oh, painfully numb. That's what that is. It feels like you might have had to numb out from your experience because you have been living as a projection, other people's projections, and wanting to be yourself, wanting to let go of those projections and just be your authentic self. Ooh, death and rebirth going on. This is your present time energy. Some of you are resisting the end of a cycle, it feels like this cycle of believing the projections, of living as like owning. It feels like you're letting go of those projections, or you're resisting letting go of those projections. Some of you are coming out of healing. You're coming out of that death and rebirth. Let's find out some more about that. Feels transformative, and not gonna lie, it feels painful. It feels like intense work, intense inner work that you've been doing. What do we need to know? What does Aquarius need to know right now? I'm also getting something on the 13th. I'm posting this on the 11th. Might be very associated with the new moon on the 14th, 15th. Some of you it looks like you're using the new moon's energy to clear this cycle. It's created a lot of abandonment, these projections. You're the problem. Feels like everyone takes their aspects of self that are undesirable and they project it onto you. You might have some karma here where you also operated in this way when you were maybe younger, where you've abandoned yourself. Oh, you abandoned your light for the lie of the projections. Well, this must be who I am. Everyone is telling me this is who I am, so that must be true. So you start becoming the projections and taking cues from how everyone's seeing you instead of your inner light. There's a realization here that you're the source of your own abandonment. That's why you have experienced so much abandonment in your lifetime and felt very left out in the cold, is because you abandoned your light for those projections. That this is something that's a family pattern. Everybody. So I'm feeling a lot of grace and compassion for the family who created this within you. Feels like you're busting that, you're getting off of that karmic wheel. It's an act of self-love. Oh, it's an act of ultimate self-love, and it's interesting. It looks like someone, you caught someone's eye recently, haven't you? Feel like you know this too. They're really looking at you. What's interesting is it doesn't seem like they catch you when you're at your best. They catch you when you perceive you're at your worst, but I feel like you're a lot stronger. Obviously, there's something, you were just authentic. You were real. And if that's real in your pain and confusion, that's something they're not used to. They see you. Oh, they see you, not your projections. They could really see you. I feel like because you were really going in and seeing yourself authentically. It feels like you were battling projections. Someone had recently, like a lot of projections that you're an outcast, that you can't transform. And no, you healed. You went in and you're like, I'm not my projections. I am myself. I love myself. Feels like this person who saw you, there's something that stopped them from advancing towards you. Maybe you even did a little bit. Yeah, it's like they see you, and then there's a lack of no, there's no offer, there's no movement, because something is really out of balance here. Something is an unequal give and take. Looks like this person who saw you, like really saw you, your light, they're also, it feels like they also see your projections, or someone is talking to them and creating these projections around you that are very unfair. Feels like at this time that the projections, you're overcoming the projections, but whoever, they saw you and there was this heart connection, but they're still caught up in these projections. Someone is in their ear, they're seeing the projections. Hope that makes sense. Yeah. Messages from your higher self is the Ace of Cups in reverse, right below Ace of Cups. So your higher self wants to talk to you about lack of self-love and no new opportunity. Feels related with whoever saw you. They could see you when you were healing and you went in to find and accept yourself just as you are. And, you know, I'm not the projections. I am not the story that this person is projecting onto me. I'm not that story. I'm not going to engage in this. That's what it feels like I'm going within. I'm tuning in to the light, which is the truth. I'm finding that tiny little spark of divinity inside my heart. And I'm sheltering in that safe, tiny little speck of energy, that connection with source that's within each of us. Very tiny. It's such a small spark, and it feels like you kind of go into that space and feel safe, to remind yourself that you are not these projections. You're not the story. Someone's trying to tell a story about you. Feels like people have been writing stories about you, and it feels like you've wasted a lot of time trying to, like, in the 3D, like, convince people that's not the story, that's not who I am, and I'm trying to prove yourself, and you're arguing projections. You're trying to convince people who are determined to keep you as a projection of their limitations. They're trying to stay as far away from these icky things, and so they project it onto others. You've got some people around you who are not your friends. I think that's becoming very clear to you right now. Yeah, they're not your friends. Frenemies, backstabbers. These people are not your friends. Your higher self is like, dude. Your higher self is like, dude, brah, Yeah, bruh. That ain't your friend. That person does not love themselves. Not really. That person conditionally loves themselves. They only love the loving parts of themselves, the parts of themselves that society and they deem as acceptable. And anything that they don't love about themselves, they project onto others because they can't have it. It's caused a lot of pain around this person. They're just not ready to heal. This person is a blessing in disguise. They are bringing you this lesson in a very loud way. It feels like you just got or are getting stabbed in the back. It's just a lot of betrayal. Shocking amount of betrayal. I feel like you didn't engage, though. It feels like you just kind of watched this old way of being watched. I feel like this person showed up as a past version of yourself, very unhealed. So you got to experience maybe a part of you that, so it's like karmic, where you've done this to others as well. And it looks like this is what's been keeping you from moving forward, keeping you very stuck in nightmares. Ooh, some of you had some nightmares even. This is deep healing. This is a deep dive. You guys are obviously ready for this and wanting some profound changes, really wanting to be yourself, really wanting to see yourself and others through that spark of divinity within, instead of see yourself and others through the projections of others. Holy cow. Again, your challenge is to, I feel like that Nine of Swords right now is embodying that projection energy. This has been a fucking nightmare. I feel like this has come up in your life a lot. Betrayal, projections. It's been a fucking nightmare, honestly. All right. Oh, that's a lot. All right. So it does seem like there's a lot of challenges that are coming up right now. Can you get out of your mental body? I know you're Aquarius. I know you love that air energy and being up in your thinky thoughts. But your thinky thoughts are more tuned into the projections. Your truth that you're seeking is in your heart space, in your feminine energy. It's in that spark of divinity in here. When you tune into and come down into your heart space, sit in your heart space, it's more about being present and feeling very feminine energy. Connecting with that, letting the thoughts go, quieting your mind. That's your challenge right now. You can't think your way out of this. All right. What's hidden is the Seven of Swords. Keep your moves hidden right now. You are tempted to tell people what's going on with you, and these people don't have your best interest. You're oversharing. You're too kind. You're being a little naive. ooh, you have people who do not have your best interest at heart. Yeah, they're trying to unbalance you. They're very sneaky. Some of them they're low-key stealing your energy. Wait a minute. You are giving your energy to this person. Maybe under false pretenses, maybe under the guise of friendship or caring. But let's take your power back instead. They're taking my power away. You gave your power away. You're giving your power away. Why are you trusting people that you're getting a real lesson about who you can trust and who you tell. Keep your moves to yourself right now. I don't want to like make you scared or nervous, but use some discernment just for a little while. Because they're trying to keep you from, they're trying to hold you on to this karmic wheel of projections. They don't want you, if you really finally own who you are and tune into the authentic light and let go of your projections, you're gone. You're on a whole other level. This is karma. These people are trying to, whoever's embodying this energy, they're really trying to keep you from becoming a star, from becoming yourself. Who would you be without all these projections and limitations that have been projected onto you? Ooh, who would you be? You'd be the Six of Wands. You'd be a star. You'd be successful, victorious, very publicly. I feel like you've felt like anything but this. You've had a lot of lack of success in your life because you've been battling these projections, trying to convince these projections. Yeah, boy, you've been wasting a lot of energy. You just didn't realize that you had the power to change this all along, and the power is in here, in this heart space, in that divine light. You see this potential in others, but you haven't turned that beautiful eye of potential on yourself to really acknowledge, I'm a star. I'm going to be myself. See what that is? You've had, in the past, there's been just a lack of new beginning, a lack of passion, a lack of desire, because it feels like you're expending so much time and energy, and there's been a misunderstanding around these projections and how an ego and how people perceive you, instead of just what's your mission, what do you want to accomplish while you're here, what is it that you want to do, who are you? It looks like in the past you've let your guard down and let smiling liars in. And once they're in, then they just wreak havoc. They're not your friends. I think you're figuring that out really clearly. Like, who's really a friend? Once you see this projection and what's really your energy, then things start really moving quickly. So as kind of uncomfortable and difficult as this feels, this is not to be avoided. This is amazing. This clears a lot. This clears a lot to your success, clears your passions, gets things moving, things that have been stagnant maybe for your entire life. Wow. All right. Possible outcome is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Ooh. This energy really knows how to hook into people's wounds, tell them exactly what they want to hear, so they seem like a dream come true. They kind of morph who they are to become who the person wants them to be, so they can be granted access to their energy. Definitely some sexual attraction here, like tuning in through, this feels like someone who's only experienced intimacy through the physical act, through sexual contact, and so they even there, it feels like it isn't that intimate. It's, yeah, bump and grind, but it's sorry, but it's not an intimate. It's not expansive. It's not heart-centered. It's not sharing. It's not allowing someone to really fully see all of who they are, because they haven't met themselves in that deep kind of way either. So they're getting what they can when they can, and it feels like they leave a trail of kind of wounded people that they hurt behind them. It feels like you move on from this energy. Whoever's embodying this energy, that's who you're having victory from. It feels like the possible outcome is, there's something that's you were trying to move out, trying to move forward, maybe around your work, and it's just nope. There's something about the switch of energy. Something happens, and the outcome is overcoming this energy, releasing from this energy, separating from this energy. Even if it has something to do with work, it's just not working. It doesn't work with this energy. I can't move. Oh, that's what it. I can't. Whoever's embodying this kind of Knight of Wands in reverse energy that I was tuning into and describing, it's like it doesn't work. It's a realization that it doesn't work for you. You're moving beyond it. And it looks like what you are, you're switching up your team. You're finding new people to work with. And also finding what does work. Who is capable? Who's really in their authenticity? Who can really match you and meet you, not in a karmic lesson, not in this projection frenemy thing. So, wow, that's a lot, Aquarius. Feels like you're processing through a lot. This is amazing. So, hope that was helpful. Take care. Bye.